I'm out walking in the same park where I used to walk 7 years ago when I was suicidal, when I was covered in eczema from top to toe and didn't know what to do. And the reason why I keep talking to my clients about the need to do things that actually make you feel better and to change the patterns that you've been in, both physical and mental, is really important if you actually want to change your life and heal your body and your mind. And this is not something that comes supernaturally. You're not going to do it within a day or two, but you will need to do things differently and think differently if you actually want to change your life. And that starts with everyday habits, the things that you do over and over again without fault, without missing a day, even when things are really hard. Because you cannot teach yourself that you matter more than anything else if you don't invest in yourself. Now, that's not only money, it also includes time and right-minded thinking. And right-minded thinking is something that I teach my students over and over again, because that is where the magic happens, and that is how you ultimately change your life and create the kind of life that you actually want without accepting the default settings. It's almost as if you buy a new phone and the phone is your mind, and that phone comes with factory settings, and you just decide that whatever those factory settings are going to be good enough for you. And then you get confused when things don't really work out for you, or when the factory settings are not really serving you because you didn't choose them in the first place, and because they were chosen by somebody who's not you. And what is right for you is not going to be right for me. That's just the reality of it. So you have to become a more intentional creator. You have to be someone who chooses instead of allows the freaking default setting. You're not going to do anything unless you realize that your main function in life is to choose. And when you choose well, and when you choose intentionally, then that is when the magic happens. It's not an easy thing to change your habits, and it's not an easy thing to start doing things differently when you're in the thick of it. In fact, that's when things are the hardest, because you're going to react to everything and everyone more than you usually do when you're in a peaceful mindset. And so you're starting from below zero, and it takes a while to get yourself above the zero line, where you actually start to do things that feel better, and not only things that are designed or needed to keep your head above the surface. That's essentially what it feels like when you are changing your mind. You're just trying to stay afloat in some way. And I know that that's really hard. So you have to find a way to get stable, to stabilize yourself and your environment and your mind. And that you do through habits. I used to think that habits were so fucking boring. Who wants to do the same thing over and over again? That's really boring. And yet, isn't it a fact that all your habits are the one thing, the one reason that keeps you afloat, that keeps things rolling? Look at your life. If you didn't do the habitual routine things that you do every single day, then nothing would work. You would just live in a really dirty place where nothing worked and everything was broken and there was laundry and dirty dishes everywhere. All of those things are neat and tidy because you keep them that way. And the same thing goes for your emotions and for your thoughts and for your mental stability. You gotta develop mental hygiene. You gotta wash your mind several times a day. And by that, I do not mean brainwashing. You are already brainwashed. You think that whatever you are living is completely normal, and it is not. It is just a bunch of default factory settings. Your job is to change those. Your job is to mold them into something that works for you, and only you, my friend, can do that. I'm going to tell you a secret. The one thing that is standing in your way is your belief about what is possible and what isn't possible. And if you want help with that, I can send you a free guide with the 5 most common beliefs, limiting beliefs, that are blocking your healing. If you didn't believe those 5 things, then you probably wouldn't be sick. So comment 5 beliefs below and I will send you a link to that guide. Thanks so much for watching this unusual video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let me know if you have any questions. Sending so much love as always.